let's say we have some number that instead is really small. So 0, 2, 3, 4. And I want to express this as, say, maybe 2.34 times some amount. Okay? Now, I know if I multiply by 10, I end up moving a decimal place one step to the left. So I could write this as a 0.0000234 times 10 to the 1, but that would be silly because that would be increasing the number of zeros, and the point of this notation is to try to decrease the number of zeros. But what I could do is I could move the decimal place 1 point to the right and divide by 10. Well, dividing by 10 is like multiplying by 10 to the negative 1. So this would actually be the same as 0.000234 times 10 to the negative 1, or 0.00234 times 10 to the negative 2, multiplying by 10 to the negative 1 twice. I could do it again, 0.0234 times 10 to the minus 3, and this is getting kind of boring, but there is a shortcut, an obvious shortcut. We don't have to write down all of these steps, but by the way, we are done. This is 2.34 times 10 to the negative 5. What we could do is we could just, starting from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We moved 5 steps to the right, so we multiply by 10 to the negative 5. And basically we can express any number that we'd like as some digit times some other digits, B, C, D. Maybe it's silly to use these. We don't know how many there are, so we might run out if we have 26 numbers here, but whatever, times 10 to some power. Let's try another example. If I have 0.00043, I could immediately say, hey, I want to go to the right 4 steps. This is 4.3. Now when I go to the right, I multiply by 10 to the negative 1. I do it 4 times. I have 10 to the negative 4. And one more time, if I had something like 4,300 and I wanted to write that in scientific notation, well, that's the same as a 0.0. If I go to the left 3 spaces, that's 4.3 times 10 to the positive 3. So basically, whenever I want to move the decimal to the right, I multiply by another 10 to the negative 1. To the left, I multiply by another 10 to the 1. And I just keep track of how many times I've done that. And that puts our numbers into scientific notation.